Hey guys, Sam here with the DOS Experiment, back for another video. I'm sure there's some of you out there that are thinking, there's nothing special about Sam. How come he has a YouTube channel and I don't? And you know what? You're right. There's absolutely no reason that you don't have your own channel. So today, we're going to talk about the 5 things that I feel stop most people from starting their YouTube channel. And I'm going to give you the solution to each and every one. The first reason that many people say, I can't do this YouTube thing, is they say, I don't have enough time. Speaking of time, guys, we have 24 hours in our day, and we all get the same 24. Now, we have different things we have to do, and we have different things we prioritize. But the bottom line is there are 24 hours in our day, and I bet there's some time in there that we're wasting sitting surfing Facebook, watching YouTube or Netflix, or just laying down doing nothing. I know for some of you that is one of the favorite things to do. So why not give yourself the choice to do that as often as you want? By creating your own YouTube channel, being diligent with it, doing something you love, and capturing a moment of your life on film. Worst case scenario, you've got this time capsule of this moment in your life. Best case scenario is people like what you're doing, you connect, and you get to make some money off of it. So I mean, if we really look at it, I know all of us know that person that seems to be able to get all of these things done. And it's like, how do they have time to do all of that? They've got kids, they're married, they've got a full-time job, they're going to college. How on earth do they have time to do all of these things? Well, the bottom line is that's just prioritizing their time. They figured out a way to create their schedule to make sure all the things they want to have happen. So take the time, watch a video, read a book, do whatever you have to do to learn to prioritize your time so you too can have the time to do whatever you want and make things happen that you want to happen in your life. Because let's face it, if you're single right now and you found a new boyfriend or girlfriend tomorrow, you would all of a sudden find all this time so you guys can hang out. So if you can find all this time for somebody else, why not do it for you? You deserve to spend your time now on you so you can have more time later. Because truthfully, if you're not living at home with your parents and you have a job, when it's time for you to be to work, you magically find the time and energy to get up and go to make somebody else rich. Because that is basically what you're doing when you're at a job. You're working and they pay you and they take a little bit of what you give them, and that's how they make money. But they're not spending their time. So right now, if you've ever been thinking about starting your own YouTube channel, you are right now as you're watching me consuming YouTube. So why not start creating? Why not you? Now, we're about to move on to the second reason that most people find to not create their channel, and that is equipment. Now, equipment can mean many things. The camera, the microphone, the tripod, a computer, editing software. There's all of these reasons people find to not do what they should be doing. I'm gonna go through a few and then I'll actually show you. First thing is the camera. Not having a camera is an extremely lame reason to not start your channel. Everybody has one of these. This cell phone is one of my old cell phones. I actually shot some footage today on this phone. Right now, I'm using my current phone, but any cell phone nowadays is gonna shoot in at least 1080p. Most of them shoot in 4K. As for me, I've never shot in 4K yet for one of my videos. But it's not because my phone can't, I just like the quality at the 1080p rate, and it takes up less memory. But everyone has one of these, so there goes that excuse for not having a camera. Number 2 is a microphone. There's lots of different things you can use to get a microphone, but this also has a built-in microphone. Use what you have, and it's okay. This whole video was shot with no external mic. I have other microphones, but I want you guys to understand that it's not necessary. I'm shooting this video with the microphone that's built into my phone and with the camera that came with my phone. So you guys can do this, and I want you to. I want you to get started on your journey to having more choices. Now, some people say I have no tripod. Guys, you don't need a tripod. Having a tripod is awesome. I'm not gonna say it doesn't make things a little bit easier, but it's not necessary. When I first started shooting videos, all I did was stack up some books, some boxes, whatever I could find just to hold the phone steady. And that was all I needed. Just hold the phone steady and point it at me, and I can shoot just like that. Now, if you're looking for an inexpensive place to find a tripod, check Goodwill, the Salvation Army. I've bought 2 tripods for less than $5. Every time I go into one, I just wander around and I look for a tripod. If you don't look up and find one at a Salvation Army, you can always go to the dollar store, Five Below, some really inexpensive place and buy one of those really tiny tripods that you can set up and then just set it on top of something. Set it on top of a desk, a chair, whatever you can find. But don't let a tripod be the reason you don't start your channel. So you don't need a tripod, guys. I put this on top of my dog food container and I propped it up with my Alexa. You don't need a tripod to create a video, guys. All you have to do is improvise. So then we've got editing software. A lot of people are like, I can't afford to buy editing software and whatever other reason you want to use. Guys, there are so many free editors out there. If you have an Apple computer, they have an editing software, I'm pretty positive, built in, and it's really great software. I don't have Mac. I want to say it's called iMovie, but I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that. But if you have a Mac, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't have a Mac and you have a PC, there's also tons of free softwares out there. Now, I don't think there's one built into Windows that's any good, but I personally use a software called Kdenlive. I don't know how you really say it, but it's Kden Live. It's free. It's an open source, which means there's a lot of programmers that have access to the code and they can add their own things to it to make it better. Bonus, because it's free, there's so many different tutorial videos on YouTube for it. As I went on and I couldn't figure out how to do something, I just typed in Kdenlive, how to, and whatever it is I'm trying to do. How can I put a picture on top of the picture? That way, if I'm saying something and I'm talking about something, like a phone, I can pop up another video on top of it that'll show the phone or picture, whatever it is. How do I then move that picture around the screen so it doesn't cover my face? All of those things, they're all tutorials on YouTube that you can find. You have access to it. All you have to do is take the time, and you're worth that time. You can do this.
Hey guys, while editing, I realized this video is really long. So I'll get part 2 out next week with the next 3 reasons I have for you. I truly do appreciate all of your patience and support. Together, we'll get through this and get free. Until next time.